All right, this is what I got done today. A lot of research today. I'm trying to solve the problem. So, like the ketchup and mustard, you got to have like this liquid that comes out, and there's nothing really standard in Unity that does that. And I was kind of looking at particle effects that people do that. There's definitely some liquid stuff that people have made some plugins to, well, not so much plugins, but just kind of add-ins or packages that you can use, and they're not too bad. They're like it's around $60, which is not too bad to spend. But it's just like the examples they give. I don't know if that is what I need. They're not showing exactly a lot of like waves or things in cups or like kind of pouring stuff out. And then I was looking too at the job simulator, and they use something kind of similar in that. It's almost like a liquid, and then they have something that appears on where they're trying to pour it, which I'll probably use something similar. But anyway, through my research, I stumbled on to Brackley's example of object pooling, and maybe like it might enough if I just like instantiate a whole bunch of objects together and kind of make it look like a liquid of some kind may work. But there's this object pooling seems a little bit better to use. So I'll kind of show some basics of it. That let's see here. Oh, that's right. Can I flip? So it basically works, and I'll put a link in there if somebody wants this is exactly, but that it's so basically you have a dictionary that can hold multiple pools because you may want to use more than one, and they are kind of defined by like a tag and then the list that has them in. So that says what's kind of like or a queue. I'm sorry, there's a queue, and is that even used? Oh, I guess maybe it's used in like the for loop or something. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'll have to go look at that code because he added to there. I was just kind of looking at this code where there's a list of pools, and I remember putting stuff in the dictionary, but I don't remember pools. But I mean, it is right here. I just don't. That's kind of interesting because I don't know when the stuff gets added to the pools. I'll have to kind of look at the code a little bit. But yeah, that. So basically, the way the system of object pooling works is that you define like, all right, I'm going to have 150 objects of this one kind, and so once I use the 150 and I need another one, it will take the first one that I used and repurpose it for the where I want to use it. So it's this continued kind of flow. So it kind of limits the object so it doesn't create so many of the software hangs. So and then this code, like this is where I kind of have to modify things a little bit. Like he had this example of where just kind of creating this random thing that almost kind of creates a fountain in some sense, but I think I need to, if I can kind of change this to what I need, and then change the objects too. Another thing I was looking at was like I was trying to create like a slime or something like that. There is something called cloth, and it's mainly used exactly what the name is. Like if you have cloth or whatever character to kind of move in and out. But I saw some examples that people were like applying it to a sphere. So that may be what I can do. Like again, this doesn't kind of look right, and I was kind of doing some examples. So, and then like with this too, where this example for kind of to keep it like to use certain objects and stuff, you use this interface to make sure that, like, say this. So this queue, so this uses that interface. So if you didn't have this code right, like if I change this to there, I should get an error because that's expecting that function to be there. And so yeah, so it's basically three things. That you have this object that kind of that not kind of, but keeps track of the pool dictionary and the object pools that you have. Then you have like the object that you're going to put into it. What this is doing, and then it's kind of this random thing you'll see in a second. And then this cube spawner, this is kind of on the object that spawns all this stuff. And then, like the original code, you were just instantiating. I still kept the old code because I may use it for something. But yeah, like this, it just like calls that function again that the interface defined that you had to make sure you had. And it just it passes the position of where it starts. So yeah, this should just work still. So yeah, this gets a little kind of crazy because the point changed. So let me here 1 second here. So if I put the cube spawner, let's put that back at 0. So what it kind of uses the rigid body from the plane upstairs, and everything goes up. Which is kind of what I need, and this camera's maybe not in the best place, but I can go right here so you can kind of see what's going on. And like with this kind of ice, I can probably just get away with this. That I got to make sure that everything kind of goes one direction. I might need to put like an object behind the spawn point or whatever if I can't figure out that code. This is probably okay, at least for now. Like this will kind of get me where I need to go. And so I'll have this at the end of the ketchup and the mustard, this kind of system, and then I'll put like kind of, I'll just have like a collision thing like I had before. I don't know, like again, Job Simulator had a count. I may just not even put the count on it yet, that once this object pool touches that burger, it'll put the ketchup and mustard, depending on what they are, and just do it that way. And I think you can see with this video and stuff too that that the spheres it's making, it's only unlimited. It's not creating anymore, and that's exactly what the object pool is. So yeah, that's kind of just a little some research and just kind of with that today. Took a big nap today. I haven't been 100%, but still getting stuff done, so that's kind of good. So yeah, and I just stayed up a little extra late to make sure I get the video and at least get this example done, and then tomorrow I'll just move the example over. So tomorrow I should be able to get that ketchup and mustard at least to some level of this, and then maybe some modeling or whatever, that little more precise modeling of what the inside's going to look like of the restaurant. Maybe use a little bit of Pro Builder, kind of maybe mess around with that a little bit again. Pro Builder is a thing that Unity bought that models objects a whole lot easier and faster and gives you a little more flexibility on modeling. And so I might do that. I don't think, we'll see how long this gets me to some point. This may just take me like a couple hours tomorrow. So, but anyway, hopefully this video recorded correctly. We'll see. Again tomorrow.